Knitting 101. How to knit the stockinette stitch for beginners. For this tutorial, you will need a pair of knitting needles and a ball of yarn. Now we've already talked about garter stitch, and the other most popular type of knitted fabric is called stockinette stitch, and it's characterized by a right side which has these interlocking arrows on it, and a wrong side, which is the side that would normally not face the public, and it has these little pebbles on the back that look similar to garter stitch, but they lack the ridges that are in between the stitches like garter stitch has, as you can see right here. And what these sides help us do is identify what type of stitch we will be knitting when that side is facing us. So stockinette is made up of both the knit stitch and the purl stitch. So we can see that we would be doing the knitting stitch on the right side of a fabric to create these nice arrows, and the purl stitch on the wrong side of our fabric to create these bumps. Now you'll see stockinette in all kinds of projects and patterns. In fact, you'll even see it in some of the clothing that you're wearing probably right now, including your t-shirts will be made of a similar type of fabric that's made with little cotton thread, and it's interlocked in the same way, only it's done by machine rather than by hand. So let's show you how we make the stockinette stitch. For row 1, we're going to take our working needle and we are going to knit all of the stitches on the right side row. So that's the row with the arrow side facing you. And we will just knit each stitch in this row. Now once we've finished our row of knitting stitches, we are going to switch our needles to turn our work, and we will begin row 2. Now when we're going to knit all purl stitches, we want to make sure that our working yarn is in the front of our work and not behind our work like we would have it for knitting. So we want the working yarn in front, and we will then insert our needle for a purl stitch, and we will work a purl stitch like normal. And for each of these stitches we want to keep the yarn in front. So we will purl like so, and we're going to purl into each stitch across this entire row. And this is what's going to create that pebble-like fabric on the wrong side of our work. So this is also a great way to recognize a purl stitch and a knit stitch. It'll help you begin to read your knitting as you're working your different projects. You can tell that whenever you have one of these purl type bumps, in most cases this is going to be a purl stitch. And whenever you have those arrow type stitches, that those are going to be a knit stitch. So we're going to repeat these 2 rows, alternating between a row of knit stitches and a row of purl stitches, so that we can create our stockinette fabric. And that's how you knit the stockinette stitch. Want more New Stitch a Day? Check out our website at newstitchaday.com.